Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Martinsville Artesian Baseball, coming to you live on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel and on WREP 15 Sports. We join the game in progress here. The Artesians hosting the Woodmen of Greenwood High School Mid-State Conference matchup. Mid-State record for the Greenwood Woodmen 0-3, also 0-3 overall. The Artesians come in at 5-0, the unblemished record, a 3-0 record in the Mid-State Conference. On the mound for the Artesians today is Michael Hoppel. Leadoff man for Greenwood, Oliver Rao, behind in the count 1-2. Beautiful day here. Sun splash, Tutterow Field. Rouse, they check down, and it is. Said he did not go around. 2-2 the count.
Hey, can somebody hear me? All right, Olivia, you got to zoom in. Olivia's, yeah. Keep going, 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 keep going. That's good. Yep. After the pitch. Okay.
Swung on and missed. Strike three. The leadoff man retired.
Yes, just go forward. Yeah, just when I tell you, just hit forward. Yeah. Okay.
Next up for the Woodmen, number 27, the pitcher, Cameron Crick.
Go back to camera one. Issues here just really getting on my nerves.
Michael Hoppel coming in with a 1-0 record, 0 ERA on the year. 4 strikeouts, 5 walks, no hits given up.
Pitch, go to one. Pitch is a ball.
First pitch taken for a ball, 1-0.
And like, go back now, go to.
Behind the plate, Andrew Payton
And then he gets ready to pitch. He's going
will set the rest of the defense and the Greenwood lineup after this pitch.
So when he pitches, do I go?
No, if he hits it, now go.
Taken for a strike, 1-1.
He threw a strike.
Round the horn for the Artesians, first to third, Josh Ham, Craig Westner, Justin Reed at short, and Braxton Wilson mains the hot corner down at third. In the outfield, left to right, Seth Gallion in left, Andy Myers in center, TJ McGraw in right.
It's a strike, so strike
Hoppel goes up and in,
because he had a good pitch. That's good.
and the pitcher, Cameron Crick,
You guys in between can change your shots too.
could not get out of the way or hold the bat up. 1-2 the count.
So you guys can get like a little bit closer or something. Well, I know you're just going to have to.
Out fastball taken for a called strike 3 and a pair of strikeouts.
Zoom in a little bit closer on him. Keep going a little bit closer to him. Good. Very good.
You saw Oliver Rao and Cameron Crick, the 1-2 batters, retired with strikeouts. Charlie Brooks now up, the shortstop. Cleanup man is Ben Soberade. 5-hole hitter TJ Price batting 6th. Ryan Pruitt. Strike 1 taken on a fastball. Batting 7th, the first baseman Jordan Wright. Batting 8th, the second baseman Sam Bass. And batting 9th, the left fielder Nick Duffy. That's the lineup for head coach Andy Bass.
We've got the cameras. We might as well use them.
Pitch just off the plate, evens it up at a ball and a strike. The head coach for the Martinsville Artesians in his first year, Jeremy Honecker. One. Off-speed pitch, swung on and missed. Strike 2, 1-2.
Does your camera say? Yeah. Does your camera say autofocus on AM viewfinder? You have to look at the little viewfinder to see it. Okay.
Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Hoppel sits him down in order. We go to the bottom of the first inning. The Artesians come to bat.
Okay, click on it and I hit fire.
Our definition of a relationship is being able to look you in the eye and hear about your concern, hearing about your family, hearing about your job, hearing about your aspirations, getting to know you, and our definition of a relationship is being able to look you in the eye and hear about your concern, hearing about your family, hearing about your job, hearing about your aspirations, getting to know you, and positioning ourselves to help you meet those dreams. Now that sounds pretty old-fashioned, but we're not willing to give that up. We're simply not going to give that up.
For all the banking services you need, there's no place like home.
Join the majority.
Back now for the bottom of the first inning. 0-0 your score. The Artesians coming to bat. Cameron Crick, right-hander on the hill for Greenwood, will set their defense in a second. Craig Wessner, the second baseman in the leadoff spot for the Artesians, fouls it off. He's behind 0-1. And went over towards third in foul territory. So quickly 0-2 for Crick. Westner in the leadoff hole. Michael Hoppel, the pitcher, bats second. Brandon Dotson, the designated hitter, bats third. Cleanup man is the first baseman, Josh Ham. Batting 5, the shortstop, Justin Reed. In the 6th hole is the third baseman, Braxton Wilson. Andy Myers bats 7th. Seth Gallion 8th. And Andrew Payton bats 9th. Pitch off the plate for a ball. 1-2. Cameron Crick, 0-1 on the year, 4.67 ERA. TJ Price, the backstop behind the plate. 1-2 from Crick. Swung and he gets away from Price. Finds it, throws down to first, and retires.
Stay right there. All right. See how it goes.
Craig Wessner for the first out of the inning.
One, please. Okay. Get him. There's an out. There's nobody on base.
To the plate for the Artesians, the pitcher, number 11, Michael Hoppel.
So one man down and brings up Michael Hoppel.
Okay. So now, nope, you both. It's a right-handed hitter. So
Around the infield for Greenwood at first, Jordan Wright, Sam Bass at second, Charlie Brooks at short, Oliver Rao out at third. Fastball taken for a called strike, 0-1. And the outfield left to right. Nick Duffy, Ben Soberet in center, Ryan Pruitt. That's the defense for the Greenwood Woodmen. 0-1 to Hoppel. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Nothing in 2 the count. Wind picks up from center, blowing in. 0-2 out towards mound, and a great stop by Crick. Going to run it over towards first, tosses to right, and retires Michael Hoppel. 1-3 on that put out. So 2 man down. Brings up Brandon Dotson. First pitch in the dirt for a ball, blocked by Price. Nobody on base. 1-0 the count. Brandon in on the year at 500. The batting average, 9 of 18, 6 RBIs. (1-0), and again away. 2-0. So far not challenging in anything to Dotson here. Josh Ham waits on deck. Looking to be mighty careful here with the Artesian 3-hole hitter. That one lined foul and out of play over into the tennis court area. Two and 1 the count. Good crowd filing in for the Artesians. So make the shift from the third base dugout to the first base dugout. This year, 2-1. Tries to come inside and misses. It's 3-1. Time granted over here as the ball is thrown back onto the playing field. Ball retrieved, all good to go now. Now the 3-1. Brandon takes it for a called strike. Count runs full, 3-2.
Do I need to open the window and grab it?
Crick ready to the plate. Dotson goes up and he swings and misses at one in his eyes, and that retires the Artesians in the bottom of the first inning. No runs, no hits. We go to the second, still no score.
Sportsmanship doesn't happen just on the court or on the field or on the mat. It doesn't happen only in the pool or on the green or the track. It also happens in the stands, on the sidelines, on the web, and at home. That's because sportsmanship is everyone's responsibility. We remind you to practice good sportsmanship at all high school sporting events. Treat athletes and officials with respect during competition and especially in social media. And support your team's coaching staff. Remember, sportsmanship has a face. Yours. A message from your high school and the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
Joining you back here now on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel. One man down here in the top of the second.
You most of the time, okay? You can switch back and forth to use 2 and 3 too. All right.
First pitch swung on and missed for a strike. 0-1. We'll recap the top of the second inning here. Ben Soberet, the cleanup man with a leadoff walk, stole second. TJ Price just struck out. So there's one man down and a runner in scoring position. Ryan Pruitt, the right fielder, behind in the count, 0-1. Breaking pitch taken.
So go to the hitter now, 3. There you go.
Pruitt bailed
So Olivia, make sure
towards the third base dugout.
here.
Ball
So,
drops in
yeah,
for a strike, 0-2.
You're on, so slowly pan back to your left a little bit. There you
Wind
go.
picks up and
Yeah,
blowing in from center.
Two.
Pitch off
Two on
the plate for a ball, 1-2.
Got to see the pitch, 1 and 2. You have 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So on the pitch, you can. Then after the pitch, nothing happens. Go to 3 or 4 or both. It doesn't matter.
Hoppel takes a good look here back at Soberet. Sure he doesn't get a little bit too adventurous on the veer off of second base too very far here.
Back to 1. Try to be a little.
And the 1-2. Stays in and gets a piece.
Okay, Emmy, follow him. No, Olivia, follow him to first.
So the 1-2
Follow him to first. He ran to first.
gets Pruitt on the left shoulder, on the left arm.
Because we're on
Up
him.
next for the
So
Woodmen,
2 men on.
number
Okay,
5,
so
Jordan
first
Wright.
base and reset the count.
And it'll bring up the first baseman, Jordan Wright.
Okay, hold on. Go to camera 2. We're gonna cross shoot here, so I want switch your. So you guys need to be on the runners.
Hand behind the runner at
Be on the
first.
runner at second,
Wester
and
holds Soberet close. That breaking ball taken for a called strike, 0-1.
so Olivia go to the runner at second, and now remember, and Emily.
One man down.
He needs the base.
Hoppel looking for a ground ball.
They move. You got to follow them where they go, so you got to pay attention. But Emily, I want you to
Get out of this with a double play.
Leads off, so get the base too. Zoom out a little bit.
Both runners away. Defense back.
Emily, so you
Hoppel checks. There's a square to bunt.
and then you can follow with.
And they're going to throw behind, and we got the runner in a pickle.
Go to 4. Go to 4. There you go. Stay on 4.
So there we go, and now we've got the out here. We're going to throw home. Hoppel with the tag, and the run's going to come to score.
Okay, the run scored, so give them a run.
So Peyton throws behind the runner at first. They get him in a rundown. They do get the out on the base path. And on the relay throw home, it gets away.
And we have 2 outs. Okay.
And now it's 1-0.
Now it's a reset. There's nobody on base, so it's a right-handed hitter. So Olivia, that's you. Pitcher should be Emily. Yep. And now if you have one, and it's no, Olivia's on the hitter.
0-2 the count.
Yeah, I
Swung on and missed, strike 3, and that'll do it for Greenwood in the top of the second inning. They get the 1 run on no hits. They leave nobody on base. We go to the bottom of the second. The Artesians trailing 1 to
Join the majority.
Our definition of a relationship is being able to look you in the eye and hear about your concern, hearing about your family, hearing about your job, hearing about your aspirations, getting to know you, and positioning ourselves to help you meet those dreams. Now that sounds pretty old-fashioned, but we're not willing to give that up. We're simply not going to give that up.
For all the banking services you need, there's no place like home.
Back with you now live on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel. Josh Ham leading off for the Artesians. Takes a fastball for a strike, 0-1. 1-0 Greenwood. Early going here. Ham, Reed, and Wilson due up. Face Cameron Crick. Crick's breaking ball. Catches the outside corner for a strike, 0-2. Foul straight back to the screen. It remains 0-2. Josh Ham on the air, 182 batting average, so a slow start here. Well, looks to get the offense moving right here. 4 RBIs on the season. Does have a home run. That pitch in the dirt gets away. Nobody on base. 1-2 the count. Pitch gets away. Josh Ham's going to get on. As the ball got away from T.J. Price. Pitch driven out into center field, back towards the fence. The center fielder, Sobere, makes the catch. First pitch hammered by Justin Reed. And I guarantee on any other day that ball is probably over the center field fence with the wind blowing in pretty briskly.
The third baseman, number 27, Braxton Wilson.
And straight in from center. So 1 man down. Ham still on at first. Crick checks. He's held on over there by Jordan Wright. And Ham's going to take off for seconds. The ball in the dirt gets away. And it's going to get into center field, but not far enough for Josh to get over to third, but he does get himself into scoring position. As Price blocked the ball in the dirt and the throw got away.
We have to watch it. We got to see where it goes. And then once that's done, we want to see where the ball goes first. Then we can switch back.
1-0 the count on Braxton Wilson, the third baseman. Wilson pops it foul and out of play over the first base dugout. Count remains 1-1, or goes to 1-1, excuse me.
After every pitch, now you don't have to switch after every pitch to camera 2 because it's already there. You just need to go to 3 or 4, and then the pitch is going to be going. You got to go back to 2. Yeah.
1?
It's not.
1-1 lifted foul and out of play again, and now 1-2.
Okay. You can not only have to show it all the way, but you can try to follow it. So you need to go 0-2 or 1-2 is the count. Andy, can you pan back to like to your left just a little bit? Kind of get it.
1-2.
Yeah. Okay. Leave it there on 2.
Right out in front of the plate. Wilson, this will be a tough play. The throw's going to get outside and into right field corner. That's going to score Josh Ham. Braxton Wilson into second.
Yeah, you got to follow.
Ties the game up at 1 apiece.
Go back to 2. F2. All right, so listen. You got
Next up for the Artesians, the center fielder number 2, Andy Myers.
So Braxton Wilson with a single, the first hit of the game.
How many people on base, Olivia? How many people?
Tough play had to be made
Yes.
by T.J. Price. The throw went away, so 1 error,
But you are the
allowing Ham to come in and score, and also Wilson to move to second.
what don't you understand?
Andy Myers now in. First pitch swinging, swung on and missed for a strike, 0-1.
Okay. First responsibility is a lead runner. Well, there's just one runner. With one runner, now you've got to go, okay, whose responsibility is that? The only way you know whose responsibility that is looking at the hitter. If it's a right-handed hitter, whose that responsibility?
Andy takes it low and in the dirt.
Olivia.
1-1 the count.
If it's a left-handed hitter, whose responsibility does it go to? It goes to Emily.
Andy 4 for 8 on the year. A couple of RBIs to his credit.
Runners on base. You guys are on the runners.
Braxton Wilson in scoring position. Myers lifts it foul and out of play. 1-2.
Be ready to go all the time. You can't like take.
Is that 1 and 2?
Yes. And like so go to just switch through the
Unearned run charged to Crick.
Except for this time, I
1-2. Taken low for a ball. 2-2. Taken for a call, strike 3. So 2 men down.
Left fielder number 15, Seth Gallion to the plate.
and then we'll pick up somebody else. Does that make sense?
Third strikeout. Excuse me, 4th strikeout of the game for Cameron Crick.
There. They may run, they may.
Seth Gallion lifts one foul and out of play, 0-1.
One works, we can leave it to one. They are. No, it's not up at 4-1.
Fastball taken for a called strike, 0-2.
But that's fine. They count 2 or 3 is fine.
Crick takes a look out, and he's going to spin and chase Braxton Wilson back into second. Wilson with a good lead. This is shortstop Brooks, Charlie Brooks, good baseball name. Charlie Brooks slides him in there, goes Wilson towards third. That pitch grounded back to Crick. He's got it. He's going to flip over to first to retire Seth Gallion. And in the Artesians here in their half of the second inning. They do get one across, an unearned run. Ties the game up at 1. We go to the third when we come back.
Sportsmanship doesn't happen just on the court or on the field or on the mat. It doesn't happen only in the pool or on the green or the track. It also happens in the stands, on the sidelines, on the web, and at home. That's because sportsmanship is everyone's responsibility. We remind you to practice good sportsmanship at all high school sporting events. Treat athletes and officials with respect during competition and especially in social media. And support your team's coaching staff. Remember, sportsmanship has a face. Yours. A message from your high school and the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
Top of the third inning, all knotted up at 1 here in this Mid-State Conference matchup. 8-9-1 due up for Greenwood. Sam Bass, Nick Duffy, Oliver Rao. Michael Hopple finishes up his warm-up tosses. Catcher Peyton down to second. We're ready to go here in the third.
Plate for the women to start off the top of the third. Bass, Duffy, and Rao at the top of the order.
Josh Ham coming around to score in the bottom of the second, tied the game up. Ben Soberay scored on a pickoff attempt. Pitch fisted foul over towards the third base dugout. 0-1 the count to Sam Bass, the second baseman.
Hey, Olivia, if he walks out, we still follow him.
Artesian's trying to complete the 2-game sweep of Greenwood. An 8-0 win yesterday at Greenwood. Pitch off the plate for a ball, 1-1. Hopple to the plate, breaking ball taken for a strike, 1-2. Pitch softly knocked out into left field for a leadoff single.
Next up for the women, left fielder.
So the first hit of the game for the Woodmen.
Duffy.
Soft single floated out into left by Sam Bass, and now with one man on, nobody out, Nick Duffy, the left fielder, bats.
Where do you need to be now, Emily?
I'm on Emmy.
Run on first. Yes. Yeah. That was good.
Ham holds the runner.
Get him and the base.
Square to bunt. Sack bunt laid down. Hopple comes and gets it. He throws over to first and throw to the outside of first base.
All right, go back to camera 2. So look.
But the out recorded.
Runner, Emily.
Bass moves to second. Duffy credited with the sacrifice bunt.
Oliver Rao.
And we go back to the top of the order. And Oliver Rao. Rao struck out his first time up.
Okay, so there we go.
But he bats now with the man in scoring position.
Fine.
As Westner and Reed both keep an eye, now return back.
Just I need him. I don't necessarily.
The breaking pitch taken for a strike, 0-1.
So you can zoom in closer here if you need to, Emily. And then it's okay if he's gone. You can pick him up later. No, I told you not when he's on second.
0-1. Peyton's got it, and they're going the runner,
There you go.
Bass. Thought he may take a shot at third. Peyton got to the ball quick enough to keep him at second. Count evens at a ball and a strike. A breaking ball out towards third. Hits in the grass and takes the hard left turn.
Olivia, or Emily, are you? Or no, okay.
That's fine.
Into foul territory, and the count goes to 1-2. Rao back in. Hopple has the sign he wants. Ready to go now. To the plate. Grounded out towards short. Justin Reed's got it on a hop. Takes a look at third. Throws to Ham, and that'll retire Rao. So 6-3 on that put out. Sam Bass moves over to third. So the go-ahead run now down at third base. And it'll be up to the pitcher, Cameron Crick, to help his own cause.
Okay, now let's refigure. So it should be, yeah, you guys got it.
2 men down. Crick struck out his first time up.
Where he goes, you got to follow him when he runs.
Pitch in the dirt, blocked by Payton. Gets away a little bit, not far enough for the runner to do anything. 1-0.
See what I'm saying?
1-0. Swung on and missed. First strike, evens it up at the ball and a strike. Wind picks up in center field. Pitch. Again blocked by Payton. Two tough pitches to block. Keeps him in front of him. Keeps the runner at third. 2-1 the count. Pitch. Taken for a called strike. Evens it up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. To the number 2 hitter, Deuces Wild here. In the third, Hopple looks for a time granted. Have a ball on the field from the JV Diamond. Tons of action on the Artesian campus today. JV baseball out across the left field fence. Softball going on down the right field line. 2-2. Swung on, grounded foul. Crick stays alive. Two pitch again comes from Hopple. Breaking ball fouled and caught by Andrew Payton, and that retires Cameron Crick and the Greenwood Woodmen in the third. They leave a runner stranded at third. We go to the bottom of the third inning. The Artesians and Greenwood all tied up at 1.
Our definition of a relationship is being able to look you in the eye and hear about your concern, hearing about your family, hearing about your job, hearing about your aspirations, getting to know you, and positioning ourselves to help you meet those dreams. Now that sounds pretty old-fashioned, but we're not willing to give that up. We're simply not going to give that up.
For all the banking services you need, there's no place like home.
Join the majority.
Eight, 9, and 1 due up for the Artesians here in the bottom of the third inning. 1-1 your score. Andrew Payton, Craig Wessner, and Michael Hopple due up to face Cameron Crick.
To begin the bottom of the third, the catcher, number 10, Andrew Payton.
Andrew Payton, Craig Wessner, Michael Hopple. As the Artesians look to turn the lineup over here. First pitch fouled off the glove of TJ Price. Back to the screen, 0-1. Payton's first look. Cameron Crick. 0-1. Stays inside for a ball, 1-1. Payton in at 267 on the year. 4 hits on the young season. Foul back into the glove of Price. Count goes to 1-2. One, two. Fisted back to the net. Andrew Payton stays alive at 1-2. Crick ready again, 1-2. That one grounded foul towards the third base coach's box. Payton stays alive, 1-2. That one off the plate for a ball, 2-2. That one out towards first, stays in fair territory. Andrew Payton grounds out for the first out of the the third inning. We go back to the top of the order, and Craig Wessner. Wessner 0 for 1 on the day, struck out his first time up. Bats with the bases clear and a man down. Pitch from Cameron Crick, taken for a called strike, 0-1. That one out towards third. Rao up, throw, close play, and he's going to be safe. So it could be an interesting scoring decision on this one, as a tough play had to be made by Oliver Rao at third, with Wessner motoring down the base path. Rao had to hurry the throw, and Wessner hit it. We're going to give him a single.
Senior Michael Hopple.
We're going to give him a single on that. That's the second hit of the game for the Artesians. And it brings up Michael Hopple. First pitch swinging, fouled, out of play. 0-1 the count. You can hear in the microphone the wind just whipping as Crick throws over. Wessner not very far off the base, but just trying to make sure nothing's happening. Wessner gets a good secondary lead off here. Pitch from Crick. Hopple out into right field. That's a base hit. Yeah, right fielder playing shallow. Could not get to the ball. Back-to-back singles. Have men on at first and second. And sets up the meat of the order here with Brandon Dotson and Josh Ham and Justin Reed coming up. So Wessner out at second. And a good spot for your three-hole hitter, an RBI opportunity. Greenwood outfield playing extremely deep with the wind blowing in. They are back pretty far. Gets away, and that's going to move both runners into scoring positions now at second and third. Wessner now at third is the go-ahead run. Hopple moves down to second. 1-0 the count. The outfield now backs up even more. 1-0 pitch. Off the plate for ball 2, 2-0. Brandon found himself in this position in his last at bat. We'll see if Crick decides to go after here or be very, very careful. dangerous hitter here in the 3-hole. And he's going to go after that ball is low. 3-0, all three away from the batter. Crick ready. 3-0 right down the middle for a strike. 3-1. Brandon taking all the way. So now he looks to go to work here with a 3-1 count. Crick to the plate. Taken for ball 4. The bases are loaded. And we're going to have a meeting at the mound as head coach Andy Bass is going to come out and have a talk with Cameron Crick, his right-hander. Josh Ham going to bat here with the bases loaded. So we'll see if Andy Bass makes a switch here. Probably not making a switch here, but definitely talking strategy, as is Josh Ham. Recap the Artesians here on the young season. They come in fast start, 5-0. Wins at Northview, at Shortridge, at Mooresville, last night at Greenwood, and then the home game against Mooresville. In the first year of head coach Jeremy Honecker.
Up for the Artesians, junior Josh Ham.
You're on third.
And now Josh in.
No, go back.
RBI opportunity. Tries to look to get the Artesians back out in front, or out in front for the first time, excuse me. Pitch. Taken for a ball. Cornermen are in. Second shortstop straight away. So third baseman Rao moves back just a little bit. Pitch. That one line foul. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. Sent the first base coach reeling out of the way. It's a tough one to find off the bat, especially with the sun coming in over to the third base dugouts. Shadow starts to creep in towards the third base line. Westner at third, Hoppel at second, Dotson at first. The pitch. Taken for a called strike, 1-2. Crick ready. That one grounded out towards first. The end draw it in. First baseman. That's going to get into right field. One run is in. Here comes Michael Hoppel. The throw to the plate. Going to be close. Hoppel's in there. Brandon Dotson into third base. And Josh Ham also alertly into second. So 2 RBIs for Josh Ham on the single. Into right field. The first baseman plays in. Josh drives it out of his reach. Westner, Hoppel coming to score. The Artesians now up 3-1. Brandon Dotson moves to third on the throw home. And Josh Ham also moves into scoring position. Now Justin Reed, who sent a shot into center. First pitch swinging, and that's going to find the third baseman, Rao. He's going to look off Dotson, and I'm not sure he's safe. He pulled the runner off, or pulled the throw, pulled the first baseman right off. And Justin Reed on the throwing error. And the bases are loaded again.
27, Braxton Wilson.
Jordan Wright plays in front of Josh Ham. Or excuse me, in front of Justin Reed. That first pitch is taken for a ball, 1-0. 3-1 your score. The Artesians break through here at Tutterow Field here in the bottom of the third inning. Wilson Out into center field. Soberay gets behind it. Now charges back in. Brandon Dotson tags. The throw to home plate is going to be in time. What a throw from Ben Soberay. Out in center field. He got to come in on it. He has the momentum coming forward with the wind pushing it in, and he will throw out. Brandon Dotson trying to score from third base. However, the Artesians break through here in the bottom of the third inning. They go to the fourth, leading 3-1.
Sportsmanship doesn't happen just on the court or on the field or on the mat. It doesn't happen only in the pool or on the green or the track. It also happens in the stands, on the sidelines, on the web, and at home. That's because sportsmanship is everyone's responsibility. We remind you to practice good sportsmanship at all high school sporting events. Treat athletes and officials with respect during competition and especially in social media. And support your team's coaching staff. Remember, sportsmanship has a face. Yours. A message from your high school and the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
Fourth inning about to get underway here at Tutterow Field. Looking out at Ciderwitz Field, where earlier today, an informative track practice today. But here at Tutterow Field, 3-1, the Artesians lead it. Michael Hoppel finishes up his warm-up tosses. He'll face Charlie Brooks, Ben Soberay, and TJ Price. And ready to go here now. Charlie Brooks, the shortstop, as we said earlier. Great baseball name, Charlie Brooks. Shortstop, 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out his first time up. We got a little delay here as the home plate umpire having a conversation in the Artesian dugout. Has everything figured out now. Now he's back behind the plate and ready to go. Hoppel on for his fourth inning of work.
Charlie Brooks to the plate for the Greenwood Woodland.
Pitch stays up and in for a ball, 1-0. That breaking pitch stays inside. Don't know how it missed him, but Brooks able to get out of the way. 2-0 the count. Pitch stays up, and Brooks has worked a 3-0 count here. And now Michael Hoppel looks to battle back. One hit on the day given up by Hoppel, 5 strikeouts. That pitch off the plate for a 4-pitch walk, just a second walk.
Next up for the Woodland.
Allowed by the right-hander.
Ben Soberay.
That'll bring up Ben Soberay. Soberay with a big play out in center in the last half inning. The wind pushes the ball back in. He's able to come in on it, shortens that throw up, and puts a throw right on the money. Third baseman Wilson in on the grass. First pitch out towards short. Justin Reed now charges. He's going to throw over to Ham, and Ham scoops it for the play, or for the out. Good play at first by Josh Ham. Tough play had to be made by Justin Reed. He had to charge in and rush the throw. The runner moves into second.
Let's just go back to 2 and now reset the cameras here. There's still a runner.
6-3 on the putout.
Next up for the Woodland, the catcher, 28, TJ Price.
Base runner out at second, scoring position. TJ Price, the catcher, bats in the 5-hole. 0 for 1 on the day, struck out his first time up. That pitch a ball. 1-0 the count.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I just was giving you a hard time. No, I'm serious. No, I'm good.
Took a little off of that one. TJ Price, not even close. 1-1 the count. One. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. This time Price able to lay off the off-speed pitch. Count even to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball. Fouled over towards the third base dugout. Count remains 2-2.
The one thing that's a problem I think it's maybe just weird.
2-2. Off the plate. Count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. 6th strikeout for Michael Hoppel. And we're going to have a meeting out at the mound.
To the plate for the Woodmen, right fielder number 55, Ryan Pruitt.
And the infield going to come in and join the meeting. Couldn't tell. Michael kind of hunched over out on the mound, so don't know if they're checking to see if he might be hurt in some way or going over quick meeting. And everything seems to be fine. Michael, 2 men down. And the runner out at second still is the right fielder Ryan Pruitt will bat. Runner big secondary, and again, Hoppel comes way inside. 1-0 the count. Breaking ball taken for a strike, 1-1. Brooks away, big secondary lead. That pitch taken right down the gut for a called strike, 1-2. And there goes the runner Brooks. He's going to take third. The count goes even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, so a stolen base for Brooks. Hoppel still way ahead in the count here. 7 strikeouts on the day. He looks for his number 8 right here. Be a big one. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, and that kind of just laid out to third. Braxton Wilson's going to fumble it at third. And the runner's going to come over to score. So Greenwood cuts the deficit in half. Now trail 3-2. It's a tying run on now at first.
Number 5, Jordan Wright.
Jordan Wright bats here. Struck out his first time up. Big lead off from first by Pruitt. Hoppel takes a step off.
Is baseball already over?
First First pitch taken up for a ball, 1-0.
I just saw one of the boys run this way. Maybe you got this.
Shorter lead this time, and now the 1-0. Off plate and blocked by Peyton. Not far enough for Pruitt to get to second. Unearned run. Good pitch for Michael coming back, 2-1 the count. All right, 2-1. Breaking pitch back up the middle. Michael's got it. He's going to take off towards first, shove it underhand to Ham, and that will retire Greenwood in their half of the fourth. They get one. They cut the lead 3-2 halfway home here from Tutterow Field on the MHS Rewind channel and WREP 15 Sports.
Join the majority.
Our definition of a relationship is being able to look you in the eye and hear about your concern, hearing about your family, hearing about your job, hearing about your aspirations, getting to know you, and positioning ourselves to help you meet those dreams. Now that sounds pretty old-fashioned, but we're not willing to give that up. We're simply not going to give that up.
For all the banking services you need, there's no place like home.
Gallion, Peyton.
Getting berated up here. I was going to say what a great job these students do doing it until I started getting yelled at. Bottom of the fourth inning, the Artesians, Myers, Gallion, and Peyton due up. I'm just kidding. They do a great job. Oh, I even congratulated them, and they didn't even hear it. Nice. Cameron Crick on for his fourth inning of work. Andy Myers takes the first one for a strike. 0-1. Chilly wind blowing in now from center. Best thing about this one is blowing the concession smell up into the window here. Pitch gets away for a ball, 1-1. So if you're watching live, still time to come down. Catch the game, hit up the concession stand. 1-1. Stays inside for a ball, 2-1. Andy Myers 0 for 1, struck out his last time up. This is his second plate appearance. Takes it for a called strike, 2-2. Spring season in full force now. Myers back up the middle, out towards short. Brooks comes up, throws across, and gets Andy Myers. 6-3 on that put out.
To the plate for the Artesians, left fielder, number 15, Seth Gallion.
One man down, it brings up Seth Gallion, the left fielder.
So you get your tennis shots,
Seth takes it off the outer part for a ball, 1-0.
It's just when they mess up, basically. So, yeah. But we're not.
Gallion 0 for 1, grounded out his last time up.
Love you.
That one out towards second. That's a short hop. Still going to have time to make the play is Sam Bass.
Okay,
4-3 on that put. A couple of ground ball outs here for Crick as he's working quick here in the Artesian fourth. They'll bring up the catcher, Andrew Payton.
Going back to 3.
Payton 0 for 1, grounded out in his first at bat. Takes that one for a ball, 1-0. Pitch swung on and missed, evens the count up at a ball and a strike.
That was horrible. Innings. I'm on 4. Going to 2. Is that baseball or softball? Was it baseball or softball? How many did we sit through? Was that 11? Ours?
Payton swings through it. Count goes to 1-2.
It was? Oh, sorry. That one was, I was miserable because I had the camera that Olivia was at. Going to 2.
Pitch. Swung on and grounded softly out towards third.
And right with the
Olivia Oliver Rao throws it, and it gets past the first baseman right. Andrew Payton's going to move into second base. So E5
You guys need to reset.
Back to the top of the order for the Artesians.
on the throwing error.
Second baseman.
Just a second.
It allows Payton to move into scoring position now.
Yeah. There's a
We'll have a courtesy runner for the catcher, Payton.
there's a runner on base.
It'll be number 14, Jacob Burkett.
No, he's going second.
Jacob Burkett takes over. Out at second, Andrew Payton.
Number 14.
We go back to the top of the order, and Craig Wessner. 1 for 2 on the day, singled his last time up.
Over to third base, and the guy didn't catch it. He would be there to get it before it went like into the.
First pitch away for a ball, 1-0.
All right, going to 3. Going to 2.
Breaking pitch stays off the plate for ball, 2-0.
Is it cold out there at all?
2-0. Wessner swings and fouls it back to the net. Count goes to 2-1.
2. It is bottom of the U4. Yeah, that was the worst because I remember.
Crick ready now, the 2-1 to Wessner. Taken for a called strike, evens it up. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
2/3 of it before I even got to have any because he was waiting there for so long.
So both Brooks and Bass now go back to their spots. On the defense, Burkett's short lead.
See, usually I eat more than
Wessner doesn't offer ever. Burkett's going to take off and get into third. Question is, will they appeal?
Alright, going back.
They haven't yet, as Burkett now at third to see if Wessner may have attempted
3.
at that, but no appeal.
Going to 2.
Payoff pitch to Wessner. Off the plate, ball 4, and the Artesians have them at the corners with 2 out. Inning continues for Michael Hoppel.
Wait.
Next up for the Artesians, the pitcher, senior Michael Hoppel.
Michael 1 for 2.
I didn't know that. I never thought
Singled, came around to score
How you're supposed to be all your runners.
in the third inning.
We're gonna score a run.
Tries to help himself here.
I was going to say, yeah, the bases if I were
The
one.
hit
Wessner away from first.
leave it on
Held on by right.
bring you to show that.
Burkett leads to about the cutout of the grass. Pitch from Crick. Hoppel takes.
You got your hand
for a ball 1-0.
Emily, you go back to
Olivia,
first
on you.
base. Guy on first base.
Alright, going back to 2.
Cross shoot.
1-0 pitch. Stays in, ball 2, 2-0.
Going back to 3. Going back to 2.
Hopple swings 2-0 and swings through it 2-1.
3.
So you can hear the wind gust even more out through the microphone. It stays up 3-1. Brandon Dotson waits on deck.
Outfield.
3-1 from Crick. There goes Westner. That pitch stays inside, and the bases are loaded for Brandon Dotson.
Going to 2.
Next up for the Artesians, number 5, the
A
designated hitter.
throwing error and back-to-back walks load the bases.
Be ready. He's gonna hit a home run.
Brandon.
All runners away. Crick looks in. That one softly out towards first, and it's going to fall in. Brandon is coming up there, and that's going to get 1 run home. All the runners move up. It's 4-2.
Oh, we're right there, Emily. We're right on you.
So Brandon with a soft bloop out over the first baseman,
Okay, now you guys
and he gets him an RBI.
base, so it's basically
Next up for the Artesians, the first baseman, junior Josh Ham.
And the bases remain loaded for Josh Ham.
back to the runner on third.
Ham batting again with the bases loaded here in the 4th.
Just reset here.
The 2 RBI singles last time up as the Artesians look to break it open here in the 4th.
Can't even see the score, but yes, there are 2 outs.
Runners away. Crick's pitch up and away for a ball 1-0.
I can see ball strikes and outs, that's it. And out of bat.
1-0 taken for a called strike, 1-1.
Change this guy. Move it down to instead of putting it up to the top.
Ham pops it up in the air. Let's see if the wind plays havoc with it. All runners moving. That ball is going to be caught by the third baseman, Rao, and he didn't look too certain about it as the wind whips it around up in the air. The Artesians done in their half of the 4th inning. They push 1 across. We go to the 5th, leading it 4-2.
Sportsmanship doesn't happen just on the court or on the field or on the mat. It doesn't happen only in the pool or on the green or the track. It also happens in the stands, on the sidelines, on the web, and at home. That's because sportsmanship is everyone's responsibility. We remind you to practice good sportsmanship at all high school sporting events. Treat athletes and officials with respect during competition and especially in social media. And support your team's coaching staff. Remember, sportsmanship has a face. Yours. A message from your high school and the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
I saw it was 10 seconds, but.
4-2 Artesians. We head to the 5th.
We're back.
Alright, I'm on you, Emmy.
Michael Hopple
Yes, top of the 5th.
toes the bump again here in the 5th, out completing warm-up tosses.
Alright.
He'll face 7, 8, and 9. Jordan Wright, Sam Bass, and Nick Duffy.
Hey, look,
Alright,
Emily,
Emily.
calm down. Yes. Go back to 2.
So far through 4 for Michael Hopple. 1 hit given up. 7 strikeouts, a couple of walks. He's hit a batter. giving up the one earned run. And he'll look to continue dominance here, the Greenwood offense.
Baseman for the Woodland, number 9, Sam Bass.
Sam Bass leads it off.
But it's like an A.
That one gets away
We are going to go to third.
for a ball 1-0.
Second.
1-0 pitch. Taken for a ball, 2-0. That 2-0 gets Bass on the backside of his shoulder. So second hit batter of the day.
Next up for the Woodland, number 22, Nick Duffy.
And it'll bring up the left fielder, Nick
Next up for the
Duffy.
Woodland, number 22, Nick Duffy.
The left fielder. No official at bat so far on the day. The sack bunt to move Bass into scoring position. So we'll see if Duffy gets to swing away here, tries to move the runner up. Bass away. And there's a square to be, going to pull it back and take him for a ball, 1-0. From Hopple off the plate for a ball, 2-0. So Hopple looks to battle back from a 2-0 count. Fastball taken for a strike, 2-1. Bass takes he just bluffs towards second as Duffy takes a called strike, and Hopple evens it up at 2-2. So Bass with a big secondary lead. Looked like he might be taking second last time. We'll see if he's moving here. He is not. That breaking pitch out towards third. Braxton Wilson dives and can't get it. Gallion gets it back in on the infield, and the Greenwood Woodmen have something brewing here. First two men on. Second hit of the game.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Woodland, third baseman, number 6, Oliver Rao.
And we go back to the top of the order, and Oliver Rao. Rao 0 for 2 on the day. And he's going to put the bunt down. Both runners move, and that throw gets Westner up in the air. So Rao trying to move the runners over. Reaches on the throwing error. And the bases are loaded with nobody out. And now we're going to have a meeting at the mound as head coach Jeremy Honecker heads out. Bass led off the inning being hit by a pitch. Duffy with a solid single. That's going to be the end of the day for Michael Hopple. So Hopple exits the game on the mound. We'll see what. And it's already been answered as Hopple's headed out to the outfield, so he'll be removed from the mound, but stay in the game. And it looks like the Artesians are going to go to shortstop Justin Reed.
Olivia, it looks like the focus on yours is a little soft. I don't know. No, like it looks like it's kind of soft focus.
Reed on in relief here. Justin.
It looks
a couple of appearances so far on the season.
Justin Reed takes over the pitching duties for the Artesians.
3 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts against 2 walks. He comes on in relief and inherits the bases loaded with nobody out. So a tough spot here. That's Greenwood with a major threat. Here in their half of the 5th. Looks like Andy Myers is going to move from center
For the Artesians, Andy
to
Myers
third.
to third base.
And Michael Hoppel will go to center field.
And Braxton Wilson shuffles over to
And
the
Braxton
shortstop.
Wilson will move over to short.
Cameron Crick to the plate for the Woodmen.
And now a big spot here for the Woodman pitcher, Cameron Crick. He bats with the bases loaded and nobody out. And first pitch swinging out towards third, and that's going to be a foul ball, just foul. Nothing in 1 the count. So Crick just feet or inches away from tying this game up. 0-1. Out towards short. Big hop. Braxton Wilson over to Wessner at second. Over for 1. Throw's going to get away. 2 runs are going to come in. And Crick will be able to get to second. So the Artesians try to roll the double play. The throw from Wessner gets away. 2 runs come across, and we're tied up at 4.
Number 23, Charlie Brooks.
One man down. Crick on out at second. He represents the go-ahead run for Greenwood. And now attempt to bunt. It's pushed over towards our first base camera. Nothing in 1 the count. All knotted up, brand new ball game here in the 5th. Oh-1 to Charlie Brooks. Breaking ball taken for a called strike, nothing in 2. Brooks 0 for 1 of the day, struck out his first time up, walked in his last at bat. And Reed keeps an eye on Crick. Taking for a ball, 1-2. Softly fouled over into the Greenwood on deck circle. Count remains 1-2.
Olivia's been on the whole time.
It's taken for ball 2, 2-2. Two from Reed. Lifted out into center. Hoppel actually goes to short. And Braxton Wilson makes the play. Sounded a lot louder off the bat up here than it actually did.
Next up for the Woodmen.
No, regardless, a big out and 2 men down. It'll be Ben Soberay to bat. 0 for 1, grounded out his last time up. Breaking ball taken for a called strike, nothing in 1. That'd be a trip. Time for a trip to the old eye doctor on that one. Can't chase the ball. Went straight up in the air with it. That one fouled at the plate. Got a piece of Andrew Payton. Tough catcher behind the plate. He's all right.
Olivia, put him in the middle.
Base umpire stands in, takes a look at the baseball.
Okay, going to
2. 0-2 pitch. Taken for a call. Strike 3. And that'll do it for Greenwood in their half of the 5th inning. They push 2 across and tie this game up. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Artesians and Woodman tied at 4.
Our definition of a relationship is being able to look you in the eye and hear about your concern, hearing about your family, hearing about your job, hearing about your aspirations, getting to know you, and positioning ourselves to help you meet those dreams. Now that sounds pretty old-fashioned, but we're not willing to give that up. We're simply not going to give that up.
For all the banking services you need, there's no place like home.
Join the majority.
Vinny, will you center it just a little more? Emmy. Will you center it a little more? Thank you, honestly.
Back here now on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel and WREP 15 Sports. Artesians coming to bat here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Justin Reed, Braxton Wilson, Andy Myers
To lead off the bottom of the 5th for the Artesians.
due up to face Cameron Crick.
Number 24, Justin Reed.
Reed 0 for 2. First pitch taken for a ball. 1-0. Justin in his first at bat. Sent a screaming liner out to center. One swung and fouled off of him at the plate. Evens it up at a ball and a strike.
Yep.
And then reached on an error by the third baseman in his last at bat. So look to get the offense going here in the 5th. Reed, Wilson, and Myers. That one lifted, and it's going to creep over into foul territory and out of play. Casey Williams with a souvenir. Now let's see if he throws the ball back. Throw it back. I think he ignored it. He let it go. He did not. That pitch lifted on the infield. Second baseman Bass in and makes the catch. One man down and Braxton Wilson.
Braxton Wilson.
So Braxton up 1 for 2. Singled his first time up, flew out to center. Play where Sobere made a great throw. That one out towards third. Big hop right off the left cheek of Oliver Rao. And they're going to take a look at him. So an awkward hop off the bat of Braxton Wilson, his second hit. And right now the attention on the Greenwood third baseman. The Ball took a hop up into his left cheek around his eye. They're taking a good long look. You see the Artesian coach, Jeremy Honecker. See Andy Bass out talking. And Rao just walking around out of third right now.
Sportsmanship doesn't happen just on the court or on the field or on the mat. It doesn't happen only in the pool or on the green or the track. It also happens in the stands, on the sidelines, on the web, and at home. That's because sportsmanship is everyone's responsibility. We remind you to practice good sportsmanship at all high school sporting events. Treat athletes and officials with respect during competition and especially in social media. And support your team's coaching staff. Remember, sportsmanship has a face. Yours. A message from your high school and the
And now trainer Lauren Bliley out checking on Oliver Rao. As we have come to a halt here, just making sure that the young man is all right. Teammate bring out a swig of water. Looks like he's going to be okay. While we wait, we'll go to another break here. Artesians and Greenwood.
Sportsmanship doesn't happen just on the court or on the field or on the mat. It doesn't happen only in the pool or on the green or the track. It also happens in the stands, on the sidelines, on the web, and at home. That's because sportsmanship is everyone's responsibility.
And now ready to go here. As Oliver Rao stays in the game. Tough kid down there manning the hot corner. Down at third.
The third baseman, Andy Myers.
Also, the delay was to get the trainer and just make sure that the young man was all right. Most important. Andy Myers stands in. First pitch swinging for a strike, 0-1. Braxton Wilson the go-ahead run on at first. Myers 0 for 2, struck out and grounded out in his 2 plate appearances so far. That one high and tight. Evens the count up at a ball and a strike. 1-1. Taken for a ball, 2-1. Wilson away, held on by Wright. 2-1. Lifted foul and out of play, 2-2. See if Wilson is moving here at all on the 2-2 pitch. He is not. 2-2. It's back up the middle by Myers. That's going to get into center field. So back-to-back singles here in the 5th, and the Artesians got something brewing. As Wilson into second, Myers goes right back up the middle. And it'll bring up Seth Gallion, the left fielder. We'll see if Seth looks to move the runners up, as the first baseman Wright's going to come into the grass. Third baseman stays back. First pitch taken for a strike, 0-1. Infield or outfield straightaway and shallow. Infield now normal depth. That one swung on and missed. 0-2. So Seth way behind here, 0-2. Look to battle. Trying to move the runners. Pitch. Fouled at the plate. Count remains 0-2. Good speed on the bases here. Pitch in the dirt for a ball, 1-2. And the 1-2. Taken for a called strike 3. One man down. And it'll bring up
number 14, Jacob Burkett.
Jacob Burkett. Jacob Burkett. Will stand in to hit here. Craig Westner on deck. One man down. Go-ahead run at second. Cameron Crick to the plate. First pitch swing fouled straight back and out of play. Nothing in one the count. In the dirt, block, big block by TJ Price. Keeping the runners at first and second, evens the count up at a ball and a strike. And a pitch. That one fouled, out of play. Count goes to 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball out towards Rao at third. He's got it. Throws across the diamond, and that may have pulled the run. No, he kept his foot on the bag. And that will retire the Artesians in their half of the 5th inning. We go to the 6th, still tied at 4.
Sportsmanship doesn't happen just on the court or on the field or on the mat. It doesn't happen only in the pool or on the green or the track. It also happens in the stands, on the sidelines, on the web, and at home. That's because sportsmanship is everyone's responsibility. We remind you to practice good sportsmanship at all high school sporting events. Treat athletes and officials with respect during competition and especially in social media. And support your team's coaching staff. Remember, sportsmanship has a face. Yours. A message from your high school and the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
Justin Reed on the hill, getting his warm-up tosses complete as we go to the Greenwood half of the 6th inning.
Number 28.
4-4 your score. TJ Price, Ryan Pruitt, Jordan Wright, 2 up
Start off the top of the 6th.
for the Greenwood Woodmen. Price, a pair of swinging strikeouts so far in his first 2 at-bats. First pitch taken for ball 1, 1-0.
I was just kidding.
Pitch swung and foul back into the glove of Andrew Payton.
You're good. How do you find that that's the one?
Count even at a ball and a strike. The pitch taken for a called strike, 1-2. So Justin Reed way ahead here, 1-2. Stays inside and gets a piece of Price on a 1-2 pitch. So the leadoff man on here in the 6th.
Up for the Woodmen, right fielder, 55, Ryan Pruitt.
Price will stay in to run. They'll bring up Ryan Pruitt. Pruitt 0 for 1, hit by a pitch his first time up. Reached on an error in his last at bat. Price away and gets way off there behind the runner. Throws Andrew Payton. Tag not applied in time. One ball, no strikes. Pitch taken for a strike, 1-1 the count. That's TJ Price. It's a very big secondary lead. Out at first. Held on by Ham. Reed checks him. Fastball taken. A borderline pitch. Count goes to 2-1. You can hear the crowd letting it be known. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stays down, 2-2. Two delivery. There goes the runner. Price taken for a call. Strike 3. So Pruitt out on strikes. Price moves into scoring position.
Next up for the Woodman, number 5, Jordan Wright.
And it'll bring up the first baseman, Jordan Wright. Wright 0 for 2. Goes up in his eyes for that one. 0-1. Go ahead run at second for Greenwood. Breaking ball stays up. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. Fastball taken for a ball. 2-1. It's Price. Starts to take off like he's going to third. After a couple of those the other time, he took off for second. Taken for a called strike. 2-2. It's that secondary leadoff. That's about where shortstop Braxton Wilson is. Let's see if Reed, and there he goes to third. That pitch fouled at the plate. Count remains 2-2. So with this time with him moving, attempting to get to third. Let's see if Reed comes with a pickoff move here. Craig Wessner sneaks towards the base. He's not moving as much. There's a big pitch for Justin Reed. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and back-to-back strikeouts.
Up next for the Woodman,
for 2 down.
number 9, the second baseman,
It brings up Sam Bass, the second baseman, 0 for 1, or sorry, 1 for 1, singled and hit by pitch. Breaking ball taken for a called strike, 0-1. The shadows now taking full effect as the sun starts to fade. The lights on. Fouled back and out of play, 0-2. There goes the runner, and they got him right, and he's going to trip a little bit. We'll see if they can make the play. Wilson to third. And Price is going to be able to get in. It looked like the throw tailed away just a little bit as Price stumbled in between second and third, but unable to get the throw in time to get Price. Now the go-ahead run at third. Count 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Strike 3. Big strikeout by Justin Reed. Leaves the go-ahead run stranded at third. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Still tied at 4.
Our definition of a relationship is being able to look you in the eye and hear about your concern, hearing about your family, hearing about your job, hearing about your aspirations, getting to know you, and positioning ourselves to help you meet those dreams. Now that sounds pretty old-fashioned, but we're not willing to give that up. We're simply not going to give that up.
For all the banking services you need, there's no place like home.
Join the majority.
New to the mound for the Woodman, number 15.
New pitcher for the Greenwood Woodman.
Gunnar Garrison.
Is number 15, Gunnar Garrison. Gunnar Garrison comes on in relief of Cameron Crick. So Crick goes 5. Not in line for the decision. Ryan Pruitt now at first.
To the plate
So a couple of changes.
The bottom of the 6, number 13.
That's the only change we have right now is we'll figure out who took over in right field. Top of the order for the Artesians, Wesner, Hoppel, and Dotson. In the bottom of the 6th, that pitch taken for ball 1, 1-0. Taken for a called strike, 1-1. Pitch away for a ball, 2-1. Second appearance on the season for Garrison. His second inning of work on the year. 2-1. Lifted foul and out of play. And they count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch now to the Artesian leadoff man. Taken inside for a ball. Count runs full, 3-2. So the payoff pitch now from Garrison. Taken for ball 4, the leadoff man on here in the 6th. Back-to-back walks for Westner in his last 2 plate appearances. And sets the table now for the 2-3-4 hitters, Michael Hoppel. Hoppel started the game on the mound, went to center. 1 for 2, a ground out, a single and a walk. Westner short lead. First pitch to Hoppel taken for a strike, 0-1. Hoppel swinging right back up the gut. Out of the reach of Charlie Brooks, and that's going to move Westner to second. So the go-ahead run now at second. Second hit of the day for Michael Hoppel.
The designated hitter, number 5.
That'll bring up the designated hitter, Brandon Dotson. Dotson 1 for 2. Singled with an RBI in his last at bat. Walked his second time up and struck out back in the first inning. Pitch from Garrison. Taken for a strike, 0-1. Westner away. Brandon takes it for a strike, 0-2. So now, look to battle right here. Big hole on the left side. Now the shortstop returns back. Garrison to the plate. Off the plate for a ball, 1-2. And that one gets away, but not far enough. So a couple of throws between catcher and pitcher that have been bobbled. Not far enough for the runners to miss. Now Westner away. Hoppel away from first. Pitch off the plate, blocked, and Westner's going to move to third. No throw, so Hoppel stays at first, and the Artesians got him at the corners with nobody out. Westner at third. Hoppel at first. Count 2-2. And we're going to have a meeting, or excuse me, the catcher, TJ Price, out in front of the dish, giving the signals and instructions to his infield. We'll see if Hoppel's moving here. Go ahead, run at third. The pitch gets away, and that's going to score Craig Westner. And the Artesians take the lead on a pass ball. Michael Hoppel moves to second. And the count goes full to Brandon Dotson. Payoff pitch. Dotson out towards short. Big hop. Charlie Brooks across to first, and that'll get Dotson. Hoppel moves over to third with one out.
Next up for the Artesians, the first baseman, number 23, Josh.
And it'll bring up the first baseman, Josh Ham. We'll see if they put Ham on to set up a potential double play. They will not. They're going to pitch to him. Josh 1 for 3 on the day and 2 RBI single, his second plate appearance. Pitch. Grounded out towards second. That's going to get the run in. It's going to get into right center field.
To the plate with the Artesians.
Justin Reed now.
Number 24, Justin Reed.
The pitcher. 2 runs across here. He'll take the mound with the lead in the 7th. We're not done here in the 6th. It's Ham away from first. That one, hot shot to first. It's going to get through into right field. Justin Reed makes the turn. He's headed for second. Josh Ham going to come to third. Throw to second. Not in time. Double for Justin Reed. And now 2 runners in scoring position with just the 1 out.
To the plate, the Artesians send the shortstop.
It'll bring up the shortstop, Braxton Wilson. Braxton 2 for 3 on the day, a pair of singles. We're going to have a courtesy runner. Number 1, Brennan Sawyers, comes on to run.
Running now at second base, number 1, Brennan Sawyers.
And now Greenwood will pull the infield in. Infielders at the cut of the infield grass. The pitch. Gets a piece of Braxton Wilson, and now the bases will be loaded. So Braxton on base 3 times today. And now we got the home plate, or excuse me, the head coach for Greenwood coming in to talk to the home plate umpire. Wondering if maybe it got a piece of the bat, or if he may have attempted at it, and they're coming out to, and the base umpire nixes it immediately. Lee Corso effect. Not so fast, my friend. And now he's going to explain it to him from out behind the bump. And Andy Bass will return to the Greenwood dugout. Bases loaded, 1 man down. Andy Myers singled his last time up. Hot shot back up the middle. Same hit in this situation, plates 2. 2 across here. Artesians lead 6-4. First pitch taken for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Strike 2, 0-2 the count. Oh, 2 from Garrison. Stays up for a ball, 1-2. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by T.J. Price. Count goes to 2-2. Pitch to Andy. Back up the middle. Shortstop steps on second, throws the first, double play to end the Artesian threat in the 6th. They do push 2 across. We go to the 7th inning. The Artesians looking to go to 6-0 when we come back.
Sportsmanship doesn't happen just on the court or on the field or on the mat. It doesn't happen only in the pool or on the green or the track. It also happens in the stands, on the sidelines, on the web, and at home. That's because sportsmanship is everyone's responsibility. We remind you to practice good sportsmanship at all high school sporting events. Treat athletes and officials with respect during competition and especially in social media. And support your team's coaching staff. Remember, sportsmanship has a face. Yours. A message from your high school and the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
Justin Reed on for the 7th inning. Toes the hill, looking for the win. Push the Artesians to 6-0 and 4-0 in the Mid-State Conference. They plate 2 in their half of the 6th inning. Finishes up the warm-up throws. And we are ready to go here in the top of the 7th inning. Nick Duffy, Oliver Rao, and Cameron Crick due up. Nick Duffy, 1 for 1, single and a sacrifice bunt in his 2 plate appearances so far. Swung on and missed for a strike, 0-1. Fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-1. One to Duffy. In the dirt for a ball, 2-1. Two on fouled, out of play. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch away and the count runs full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Swung on foul straight back to the net. And Duffy stays alive. Payoff pitch number 2 to Duffy. Takes it out of the zone for ball 4. And the leadoff man on. And now the tying run comes to the plate.
Back to the top of
in the leadoff man, Oliver Rao.
Number 6, Oliver Rao.
Rao 0 for 3 on the day. Struck out, grounded out, reached on an error. Stayed in the game after taking one off his cheek near his eye. First pitch swinging for a strike, 0-1. 0-1.
That's what I was gonna say.
Lifted, foul, and out of play. And quickly ahead, 0-2. Oh-2 pitch. Swung on, lifted, foul, and out of play. Count remains 0-2. Duffy away from first, short lead, held on by Josh Ham. Pitch, breaking ball out towards third. And it's going to get under the glove of Andy Myers into left field, and now the tying run on at first base with nobody out.
Next up for the Woodland, number 27, Cameron Crick.
So Oliver Rao on base via the air. Duffy at second. And now Cameron Crick. Assuming Crick took over in right field when they made the pitching change. Now Reed as the infield comes in, and we'll see if he's looking like he's going to square the bunt and move the runner around. Pitch taken off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Myers in, both cleats in the dirt. Josh Ham in. Crick going to swing away. That one laced towards Andy Myers into left field. Duffy around third. He's going to come around. The throw comes home, and now the runner's going to go to third, and they've got him tied. He's out. And a big base running mistake by Oliver Rao. RBI single for Crick as he laced one into left field. Cuts the lead to 6-5. One man down.
Up next for the Woodland, number 23, Charlie Brooks.
The throw from left field came home. Rao broke. Peyton put it on the money. One man down. Charlie Brooks now the batter. Tying run at first. Taken for a called strike, 0-1. Only the third hit of the day for the Woodman offense. Big block by Andrew Payne. Throw down to first, not in time. Andrew Payton solid behind the dish tonight, as he has been all year. Not afraid to throw behind the runner. 1-1. Stays down for a ball, 2-1. Crick away. Big lead at first. And there he goes. He's taking off for second. Straight steal. Strike called. So 2-2 the count. Crick steals his way into second. 2-2 the count. It's a tying run now in scoring position. Pitch, breaking ball, swung on and missed. Strike three. And two men down. Big strikeout by Justin Reed.
Next for the Woodland, number 10.
Brings up with two men down, the cleanup man, Ben Sobere. Sobere, 1 for 2, a walk, a ground out, and a strikeout. First pitch swinging foul, back and out of play. Greenwood down to their last attempt. Sobere trying to bring home the runner from second. The Artesians trying to get to 6-0. 0-1. Breaking ball taken for a called strike two, and now Justin Reed 1 strike away from putting this one in the books. Oh, 2. Reed keeps an eye on Crick. Wessner shaded towards the bag. Reed checks and now comes to the plate. Taking low for a ball, 1-2. Sobere doesn't offer, out of the zone. Still ahead in the count. As Sobere can reach, TJ Price on deck. One, two. Takes it inside. And Reed thought he had him. We all thought he had him. Tough pitch. Goes the way of Greenwood. 2-2 now, Reed. Breaking ball fouled into the third base coach's box. Count remains 2-2. Taken for a call. Strike three. And the Artesians take it 6-5. Justin Reed, along with Michael Hoppel, pushed the Artesians to 6-0, a 6-5 win. 3 hits on the day only by the Woodman offense. 10 hits for the Artesians, 6 runs across, and they move it to 6-0 and 4-0 in the Mid-State Conference.
Thanks for coming out to Turner Field.
That'll do it for us here tonight on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel and WREP 15 Sports. For the students running the cameras and producing this show, we thank you for joining us. Please join us for the next Artesian event. Good night, everybody.